Hello and welcome back to the I Am King show. First and foremost, Happy New Year. This is the first video of 2013. Happy New Year. As I said on my Twitter and Instagram, this is the year of rebirth. Get into that. The year of rebirth, 2013. Sounds great, right? I thought so. In this video, we're going to break down the acronym KING. As you know, this is the I Am King show, and basically KING stands for knowledge, intellect, nerve, and godlike, divine. We're going to talk about King in this particular video. More specifically, what the K stands for, knowledge. And more specifically, knowledge in our thoughts, kingdom thinking. I wrote some notes down, and we're going to go over our thoughts. Number one, we are a collection of our thoughts. Who we are today is a result of yesterday's thoughts. We are not where our feet are, but rather where our thoughts are. Whatever is our most consistent thought is what we become, ultimately. It is in our thoughts that we can create entire universes. Now, I say all that because simply it's just a fact. If you ever think about what was your most prevailing thought, what was your most prevailing thought on, when you were a kid, whatever, when you were growing up, that persistent thought, consistent thought is ultimately who you became, unless something dramatically changed, unless what we're going to talk about next is change your thinking. But as I said before, you consist of your thoughts. What you think today is going to shape your tomorrow. Oprah even said, who you believe you will be, you ultimately will become. Not what you wish for, not what you beg for, but what you really believe about yourself, you ultimately become. Which is so true. That's one of my favorite word ever is believe. I have it over my door, have it on this wall. That's my favorite word. My favorite song is If You Believe by The Wiz. Lena Horne on The Wiz. Anyway, I say all that to say, believing your thoughts, it is very important. Even God, He gave us free will in our thinking. He can't even change our thoughts. We can set our thoughts on the things of God, but He can't change that. It's up to us to change our thinking, leading me to my next point. Guarding your thoughts. One, we must first understand that we are not victim of our thoughts. We can choose what we think about. It's so many instances where I had a situation and, when you're inside it, like I'm going to give you an example. I was just telling my mother this. When you sometimes, let's say you go to a grocery store, because this was her scenario. She went to a grocery store. She had really horrible service. And basically, she said, I wanted to cuss this man out. I was about to go in and da-da-da-da-da, whoop-de-whoop. But basically, he had an attitude before she got there. And I said, Mom, it's so funny because sometimes when you get into a situation like that, you be pissed off. And it's almost like it's addictive type of thing. Like this person is thinking bad, or this person has a bad attitude, and now he wants to give you this. And sometimes give you his bad attitude, and it may not even be conscious. But sometimes, if you really stop and say, wait a minute, this isn't personal. Like, it's not personal. It's not toward me. This has everything to do with you. You can stop that for a minute and it can be gone. You can so diffuse the situation. If you stand on the outside of that situation and say, this has nothing to do with me. This person is tripping. Okay, you're having a bad day. I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to let you change my thought. I'm not going to let you interrupt my having a good day. You can be walking in the office, having on your way to work, having a great day. You had your coffee, you had your whatever, and then you walk into work and one of your coworkers say something mean to you. They can disrupt your whole thought pattern and can make you have a rough week because of what one person said, because they changed your thinking. We are not victim to our thoughts. Even if we're having a bad day, we can say, guess what? Today I'm going to have a good day. We can start off with that. As I said in a few other videos, I always say that I try to tell myself this every day. I'm blessed no matter what. I'm blessed no matter what. No, it's hard to say. It's very, very hard to say. But if you have that thought pattern, I'm blessed no matter what. I'm blessed no matter what. I'm blessed no matter what. You can change things. The next pinpoint is set your thoughts on future good. Have boundless faith and hope. When I am having a rough day, when I'm thinking God, I mean, goodness gracious, yeah, I'm not homeless. Yeah, I have a decent job. Yeah, I'm not hungry, by no means. But dang, I want more, I think, I'm just not feeling good. I'm feeling depressed, this, that, and the third. I'm thinking wow, God, you delivered slaves, who were property, literally property. I don't know if I could have got through it. And these people had faith. They knew, I told one of my friends, I was like, not that they had a choice, but I wouldn't want to produce kids. Even to now, this world is so crazy. It's almost like, dang, would I want to bring a kid into this world because it's crazy, you know what I mean? But those people got through it. But if they somehow saw that it was going to be better, they saw that it was going to be so much better. They had this faith, this thought, these, consistent thoughts that guess what? One day it's going to be better. One day it'll be better. So, going back to the first point, you are not victim to your thoughts. You can say, wait a minute, hold up. I don't have to think like this. Next point is, well, that was really the main 2 points, but these are kind of, don't let stress kill you. Is it worth dying for? Now, I know that's an extreme example, but sometimes, as I said in my very first video, these little things can eat away at you. They can tap at you, they can tap at you, they can tap at you. And then you can just go off one day. Or you can not go off, you can hold it in. You can hold it, and then one day your heart stops, or one day you find out you have cancer. Yeah, those are extreme cases, but they do happen. You can have a heart attack at 25. Trust me, you definitely can. You have to stop sometimes, and sometimes when you're in it, you can't see it. But sometimes you have to stop, get outside yourself, and look at the situation, assess it. Wait a minute, I'm not going to go crazy for this. You're not going to kill me because of something so insignificant. I'm going to be blessed no matter what. And you have to have faith in that statement. It's hard, I'm going through it myself, but you have to have faith in that statement. I'm going to be blessed no matter what. I'm not going to let this thing defeat me. I'm better than this. Simple and plain. Okay, going back to your thoughts. The difference between a slave and a king. Basically, the main difference between a slave and a king is their thinking. If you notice, going back to slavery, for the most part, yeah, it was definitely brutal. But for the most of that civilization, that society, it didn't have to be. And even today, some people are still enslaved in their minds. That's the real slavery. If I can convince you that you're not even, if I can convince you that you're not a king, then I can make you a slave. It's easy. I don't have to have a whip. I don't have to have a chain. That's why it's so sad. I'm very pro-black, as I said before. I'm not anti anything. I'm pro-love, but I'm black, so. But no, it's so sad that a lot of black men, we don't realize that slavery is still going on. Yes, it's mental slavery, but it's physical slavery still going on today in the United States of America. It's in our prison systems. How is it that black people, black males in particular, we make up 11% of the nation, 13%-ish, but we make up 90 to 80%, 80 to 90% of the prison population? Why is it? If you really read the Emancipation Proclamation, and I know I'm going off topic, but if you really read the Emancipation Proclamation, it basically says every man is created equal, every man is free, whether you're black, pink, purple, whether you have a religious background that's different from Christianity or whatever, everybody is the same, except if you commit a crime. If you commit a crime, you are legally slavery. You are legally a slave. You have no rights. You have no rights. And there's a movie I always try to tell you. It's on YouTube. It's called Slavery by Another Name, and that definitely, like, it's facts, it's proof, it's figures, and all that. I say all that to say, even with that, you can be a slave in your thinking. You can be a slave in your mind, physically too, but you can definitely be a slave in your mind. You are not where your thoughts are. There are some people who are in prison, who are in physical bondage, just like the slaves in the 1800s, but they are not. They are free in their mind. Yeah, they might be there physically, but in their mind there's green pastures. In their mind, they own land. In their mind, they're free. That's something you can't even purchase. It's just your thinking is very, very crucial, extremely crucial. If you can, a lot of people who've done great things, it's their thinking that made the difference. It's their thinking. Walt Disney had 2 nervous breakdowns and something else in a bankruptcy. And then before he opened Disneyland, like Oprah was born on a pig farm. It's in your thoughts. It is in your the Bible says, so the man thinketh, so is he. There are other Buddhist principles that have that same flow. It is in our thinking. It is what we say we are within our thoughts. This is what we become. This is what we become. So we have to guard our thinking. We have to keep thinking positive thoughts. And it's hard. And it's very, very hard. But if we can have that thought pattern that is of positivity, that is of righteousness, whatever religious affiliation you're with, but if we can have those positive thoughts of good things, then we truly can change it. And we truly can all become king. That's pretty much it for this video. As you can see, I'm not in my regular wife beater. It's New Year's, so I figure I'd do something different, but the next video I'll definitely be in my t-shirt, so don't get used to this. I always try to have some type of reading material, DVD, something for you guys. The first book, I got this when I was sophomore in college, I think. Yeah, Hill Harper, Letters to a Young Brother, Manifest Your Destiny. Excellent book. It's tailored for black men, young black men. It's really for anyone who is young and up and coming, who needs something positive to read, who needs some type of guidance in a way. It's really, really excellent. It's really, really good. This book, Campus CEO by Randall Pinkett. Really, really good book, particularly for college students. I bought this when I was in college as well. He was the winner of NBC's Apprentice Season 4. And yeah, it's a really, really good book. You can read it even if you're not in college or if you graduated already. It's good for business. It's good for marketing. It's good for character building, leadership. It's an excellent book. That's pretty much all I have for you guys today. I will try to do another video this week. I am sticking to that Tuesday thing. Technically, this is Tuesday. So, I will see you guys in the next video. And remember, you are king too in your thinking.